Good afternoon. This month's workshop is on solving the number one marketing challenge in the contractor industry. As we well know, the contractor industry, the contractor niche takes immense amount of hard work, no matter how your business is built, whether you have in-house teams or you use subcontractors. It is just a hard business to be in. There is a ton of competition. So today, what we're specifically going to speak about is solving the number one marketing challenge, right? Because marketing is an inevitable piece of any business for a business to consistently reach your revenue goals. So when you think about marketing, what are the challenges that come to your mind? There's so many options out there. Do you need to post regularly on Facebook? Do you need to run local services ads? Do you even need to run ads to get leads? Do you need to have a fabulous website? Can you just have a one-page brochure of a website? What is important, right? So as a contractor, when you're trying to determine what to do with your marketing efforts, there are just a ton of choices, and it makes it really hard to figure out what to go with. And sometimes you've been in business so long that you're just reliant on referrals, and referrals are great. Your business can scale only to a certain level of revenue if you're going to rely on referrals. If that revenue amount is plenty for you, then so be it. But if you're a contractor who has hopes and dreams to double your revenue, if you're at a $2.5 million in revenue and you want to get to $5 million, then you really need to think about marketing, because the person that wins the sale is the one that spends the maximum marketing dollars. And so as a general contractor, you need to ask yourself what your goals are. If your goals are to beat your last year's revenue and to scale your business, then you definitely need to be thinking about marketing. And like every other business owner, you're probably going through the cycle of, oh, now Twitter no longer exists. It's called X. We had a Twitter account. Like, do we still need to keep posting on Twitter? Should we be running Google Ads? So there's all of those questions. Today, I'm going to solve for you the biggest challenge that you should focus on. And if you solve for that, no matter what else you're doing for your marketing efforts, you're going to be able to put money in the bank. So before we dive in, just a little bit about me. My name is Ratna Ramakrishnan. I live in the Bay Area in California. I started a children's education business called Brain Mind 10 years ago. I just completed season 10. It's a children's summer camp business where children come in and they're enriched and entertained through Lego, robotics, and financial literacy. When I started this business 10 years ago, I was like any other business owner, excited. I had a big idea, and I went and I built my first Wix website. And I said, okay, I have amazing curriculum ideas, put it on my website. And I said, okay, let me go see whether Google's seeing my website. And I searched for it, and my website was on page 19. That's when I said, okay, I have this dream. I have all of this amazing curriculum. How are these parents that are interested in summer camp programs going to find my business? And that's what set me down the path of understanding everything there is with respect to the Google algorithm, because once your website and your business is best friends with the Google algorithm, your phone is going to ring, your leads are going to come in. And what I was able to do was I was able to hit $1 million in revenue by year 3 of running the summer camp business. If you're a parent or if you know anything about the summer camp business, it's highly competitive, and there's 20 summer camp businesses around the zip code where I choose to serve people. And so winning in the summer camp business only works if you have a concerted, well thought out marketing plan. And so when I built my education business, I used to network and I used to go meet other business owners, and everybody would say, how are you, in business? Like, how are you successful? How are you hitting your revenue goals? And the more I thought about it, I was able to hit my revenue goals because I had a concerted digital marketing plan. I realized the power of digital marketing. And so with that, what I decided to do is I decided to become a Grow with Google partner. Grow with Google is a local program offered by Google where you have to do a ton of paperwork and validate that you're a small business owner that understands how the Google search algorithm works, and then you become a partner with Google. And what this enables me to do for my contractor clients is that if your online presence on Google Maps or your Google business profile is not showing up properly, or you have multiple locations, I am able to directly reach out to Google and solve these issues for you. I also then decided to become a member of the National Association of Remodelers and the Kitchen and Bathroom Association. And through my experiences from scaling my own education business, where typically I hire between 70 to 80 teachers every summer, and the programs are offered in 25 cities throughout the Bay Area, I decided to set up a digital marketing agency. And I chose the remodeling niche because remodeling is very similar to a summer camp business. A homeowner within a 20 to 40-mile radius is looking for a solution, a kitchen remodel, a bathroom remodel, a home addition, a second level built to their home, or a brand new custom home build. This search function is very similar to a parent searching for a summer camp program near them, the best Lego or robotic summer camp program near them. So what I'm able to do is I am able to take all of the skills that I've acquired by scaling my own business and apply it to remodeling contractors. And I'm on a mission to help 100 remodeling contractors and businesses unbox the true potential of your business using data-driven digital strategies. And if you commit to digital marketing, hitting $1 million in revenue, or if you're already at $1 million in revenue, hitting $5 million in revenue or $10 million in revenue is very simple. And so I am not just another digital marketer. I am sure you're getting hundreds of emails saying, let me rank you on the first page of Google. I know how to do SEO. You need, backlinks. You need guest blogging, right? I have been there, done that, been in the trenches, scaled a business. And here I am on a mission to give back, to share what I have really tried and tested and help my clients. And I am focusing only on remodeling contractors. This is something important for you to note, because if you just go work with a digital marketing agency that serves whoever comes to them, it doesn't matter whether you're a plumber or a HVAC contractor or a yoga studio or a beauty salon or a chiropractor or a lawyer, then they are not going to have the knowledge that I have from just working with remodeling contractors, because I know exactly the top 100 keywords that will rank on Google. I know exactly the algorithm changes that are happening with Google that will impact the remodeling niche. And therefore, when you're trying to choose a digital marketing agency to work with, you want to set yourself a goal of working with somebody that is niche down and serving your niche, because otherwise they are going to be scattered trying to, serve 15 different kinds of businesses. So I exclusively work with remodeling contractors, general contractors, kitchen and bathroom remodelers, and custom home builders. Through the process of scaling my business, I put together what is called a digital dominance strategy. And if you look at this visual of what I'm sharing, which is the digital dominance strategy, it's a circle. The reason why digital marketing is a circle is because it is not something where you tell yourself, oh, January through March, we have some money, let's try some digital marketing, let's see what results we get. And if the results look good, we'll continue doing it. If not, we'll stop. Digital marketing is something where you commit to it and you do a little bit of something that works. If it does not work, you stop doing it. You try a few more things, and then you keep doing the things that work for you over and over. Because if you kind of start and stop, you're not going to see the true benefit that you can get out of a digital marketing strategy. So let's look at what a digital dominance strategy entails. Each of the businesses that are online have to dominate Google search to be found. When there is a client that wants, a custom home build and goes to Google and searches, you have to dominate the search page and land on what is called the 3-pack, or on the very top of the search page, for that lead to click on your website and come and book an appointment with you and then open up their wallets. In order for you to have that happen, these are the 8 things that you should be focusing on. At the very center of this digital marketing strategy is your company, your company's website. And you really want to have a well-built website which meets the Google algorithm's metrics, the standards, has strong copy, good images. And it's not just a little, little website which is not doing anything for you. So you have to treat your website as a lead generation machine and not as a brochure that you're just taking and showcasing to your clients when they come to just show the beautiful kitchens and bathrooms. You want every page to be built out with good thought, with good link building, with good on-page optimization. If you don't want to do anything else with marketing and you have a website, focus on having a solid website, because with just a solid website that is best friends with the Google algorithm, you can get organic leads. You don't need to spend a penny on advertising. The next thing you want to focus on is, again, a map feature where you want to claim your Google business profile, you want to optimize it, you want to be sure that everything that's showing on Google Maps for your business is true, it's current, and you have to keep telling the Google algorithm, oh, this month we have $2,000 off a kitchen remodel or a bathroom remodel, or we have $2,000 off appliances. If you have those offers, you have to keep speaking about it on your Google business profile, because only then Google's going to say, okay, this contractor based in Los Altos, California has this offer. There is a lead in Los Altos searching for a contractor. Let me match these two and showcase their website. And so the first thing is to have a website that Google can pull and show. The next thing is to have a solid, optimized Google business profile. If you want to just do these two things and not do anything else, you can generate organic leads. Once you have these two things in place, you can then think about spending money. You can go crazy and spend money on all sorts of lead generation, Google ads, Bing ads. You can go to Yelp and House, and then you can focus on your email marketing and social media presence. And you can go buy paper leads if that is your goal. You can do a bunch of social media advertising on Facebook and YouTube. And then you've built up the momentum. You have some clients, and then you can go build out a referral program and say, if you refer a friend, I'm going to give you $500 back for a $30,000 kitchen remodel. If you get a referral for $500, it's a drop in the ocean. And so you do Google ads, and for the geography of where you are, maybe the cost per lead is too high. But typically, we're able to get cost per lead as low as $15 for kitchen and bathroom remodels using Google AdWords. So what is a $15 investment to get a $20,000 or $30,000 kitchen remodel, right? Again, it's just pittance. So let's say the Google ads is not working out for you, but Facebook ads are working out more. Turn off Google ads, spend more money into Facebook ads. And the point of this circle here is to show you that you have to try all of the pieces possible with the digital marketing strategy, and you don't need to do all 8 of them. You don't need to post on Twitter and Facebook and Instagram and TikTok, and right? There's something new coming up every day. You want to have a clear goal. My revenue goals are to hit $5 million in revenue this year. Step 1, do you have a fantastic website that generates for you? Is it indicative of who you are, who you serve? Does it show off your beautiful work? Does the Google algorithm know that your website exists? Is it connected, indexed, and entrenched in the Google algorithm? Yes, excellent. Then think about your Google Maps positioning. Are you being ranked on Google Maps? Do these 2 things. Pick 2 or 3 things that work for you from the other strategies. Keep doing it for a year. Stop and analyze what was your return on ad spend, what was your return on investment. And if it's worthwhile, continue doing more of what worked for you. If it did not work out, cut off what did not work for you, and then go back to spending more on your organic lead generation. And so this is a digital dominant strategy that can work for any business. Doesn't matter. You don't need to be a kitchen remodeler or a summer camp business or a yoga studio or a lawyer. Any small business that wants to get leads from a search engine results page, from a Google search engine results page, can and will hit your revenue goals if you follow this digital dominance strategy and you're diligent about it and you're committed to it, and you do more of what works for you, and then you remove what is not working for you. So just posting 30 posts on Facebook is not going to get you leads, right? Which is what most businesses do. Oh, we're building a social media presence. Just posting 1 post today on Facebook is not going to do anything for you. Somebody needs to go and look at those 30 posts that you posted and see which of the 30 posts performed well. Okay, there seems to be more of a demand for ADUs in this market. Let's post more ADU related content, right? So you're not really spending money, you're just spending time on posting on social media, but it has to be a planned out strategy. And so pick the things that you can do diligently and have it be data driven, right? Data is basically information about what is working and what is not working. And as contractors, numbers are really simple for you. You do all sorts of calculations to build these beautiful structures. So have the same attitude. How many people are coming to my website? Is it 70 people? Is it 700 people? Think about Amazon and Google. When they built the brand, they were just like you and I, a business with a hope and a dream and an idea. And today they have billions of users. So similarly, pretend you're an Amazon or a Google and be curious and go look at your Google Analytics, which should be installed on your website, and say, how many people are coming to my website? 70 people. Set a goal. I want 700 people to come to my website. How do you get 700 people to come to your website? You need to have a well-optimized website, good presence. So that is what is a data-driven strategy. The more you think about how you're getting your leads, how many are coming to you, that is when the conversions can happen. So when you think about the number one problem, it can be a variety of these things, right? Not enough leads. Like, I don't know where to get enough leads. My phone's not ringing. I don't know what to do. There's just too much competition. It's not the correct kind of lead. Or it's a low lead quality, right? People that are like, oh, I just need some caulking done, or I need like a small toilet repair. And you're not a handyman. We know that. You're a general contractor. You want the big, beautiful kitchen and bathroom remodels between $15,000 to $45,000. You want the ADU to, a garage conversion ADU or a backyard ADU, or you want to build a custom home. And so you don't want low lead quality, right? Or the lead cost is too high, or the return on investment is low, and you're running these Facebook ads, but you're not getting the results. You're getting 600 leads, but your conversion is at 1%. And why is the conversion at 1%, right? So you're investing in advertising dollars, but you're not getting the returns. And how can there is a lack of clear tracking for return on investment. And like I said, you have to be really passionate about a data-driven strategy. If you're not tracking every little thing that you're spending on, where the lead is coming from, how old the lead is, how many times they were contacted, what is the conversion looking at, you're not going to get clarity. If you just say, okay, I'm going to spend $5,000 on Facebook ads and see what it does for me, you're not going to get any results out of it. You need to know that you spent $5,000, you got 500 leads, you had 10 booked appointments, and the remaining 490 that did not book are being followed up 7 to 8 times till they say go away or they convert. Or these are homeowners, right? Because yours is not like a plumbing job where somebody has a leak and they need a repair. Somebody that did not have the bandwidth to go into a kitchen or a bathroom remodel today can do it in 6 months. So every lead that you've collected is valuable, but you need to have a clear tracking and a follow-up system to be able to convert that lead. Sometimes it's 2 years later. Does it matter? No, you're still in business and you got a custom home build from a lead that came into your universe 2 years ago. And why did it take them 2 years? Life, right? Kids and sick parents, like you don't know what each lead's responsibilities are, but you need to have a clear tracking where you're able to say, okay, this lead came in and they're still interested. They're still a homeowner. They raised their hand and told you that they have a need. And so you need to have a clear tracking for your return on investment. Again, like I said, too many options. Where am I going? What kind of Facebook ad am I running? Am I running a traffic ad? Am I running an awareness ad, right? There are so many options. How much money am I spending? When do I stop, right? So all of that can be confusing. But the thing that you want to ask yourself is, if you're a business that's established, you have a website, you have your Google map, and you're getting some leads in, is lead flow really the problem? Because there's so many ways to lead generate. And general contractors are smart. You figured it out. You're getting your leads. So if lead flow is not really the problem, right, and you're getting ample leads, then what is the true problem? We've already talked about this, right? You got all your ducks in a row, you're getting your leads in, but still your revenue numbers are not looking at where they need to be. So then what's going on? The biggest challenge facing contractors today is unconverted leads, right? Your phone can ring, you can get 50 calls today from Google Maps, You captured those 50 calls, or hopefully you're using an intelligent system where you're able to capture the phone number of the leads coming in from Google Maps, and not just using a landline where you have a $15 an hour employee sitting there and answering the phone and saying, hi, this is Yuki Construction, how can I help you? And then hoping that they write down on a piece of paper. Today, there's technology that exists where you can track those 50 calls that came in. You can automate a follow-up. You can text them back right away where they feel like they're speaking to a human. And so the biggest challenge facing contractors today is unconverted leads. Especially with the pandemic, there is a huge need for remodeling. People are spending more and more time in their homes and looking around and saying, oh, it would be nice to just, open up this kitchen, or make the kids' bathroom bigger, or maybe add a walk-in closet, right? So the demand for remodeling is on the rise. And so if your phone's ringing and you don't have a clear strategy to follow up and convert these leads rapidly, then that is the biggest challenge today, because you're busy. You're working with your subcontractors. You're figuring out, other calculations, your supplies and materials that need to come in. Your head is in 50 things that you're getting leads by virtue of having that 5-star review on your Google business profile from referrals. But those leads, how fast are they being converted? So let's look at this biggest challenge of unconverted leads and see how you can work on it so it no longer is a challenge in your business. So here's the problem. 50 to 60% of inbound leave unconverted, right? They come in, they have a problem, they leave a message, they complete a web form, and there is no follow-up because there is no time to be following up and calling everybody, because what you're relying on is an old-fashioned methodology of saying, I'm going to have a human, I'm going to Thursday afternoon, I'm going to sit in my truck and I'm just going to follow up on every lead. It's not humanly possible. There's always going to be interruptions and things that happen. You need to have a process where every inbound lead has a follow-up of 7 to 10 times, and 90% of web forms fail to convert. If you just have somebody come in and complete a web form and say, oh, I'm interested in your services, now what? Who is reading that? Which email boxes is going into? How soon is somebody calling back that person that completed the web form? Because they have an immediate need, and who is acting on it? And so leads that are not followed up within 15 minutes are called a cold lead, right? That is the way the world works. Everybody has a cell phone in their hands. We are a generation of instant gratification. If we do not get an immediate follow-up, then you just move on. You're like, okay, that was a great contractor, but I need my problem solved. Let me just text my friend, let me get another referral, and they move on. If you have a system where within the first 15 minutes of somebody reaching out to you, it is not possible for you to personally call every lead back within 15 minutes or have a team member do it, but that is the power of automations. You can have automations that behave like human beings, that sound like human beings, that will text the lead back and say, hey, this is Signature Home Services. How can I help you? I noticed you're interested in a kitchen remodel. This is a text message, right? But it sounds friendly. It's written well, where the person's like, oh, I just reached out to them and look, I got a text. Everybody has a cell phone in their hands, right? Everybody's looking at their phones all the time. People are spending up to 18 hours on their phones. If you text them back, there, you won the follow-up within 15 minutes. And the average customer must be followed up with 5 to 7 times before booking. It's just the fact of the world. People are busy. People have more questions. And so this is just booking an appointment for you to go and give them an estimate, right? They have not yet chosen you. For them to choose you, you need to follow up with them 5 to 7 times. Who has the time to call the lead back within 15 minutes and then follow up with them 5 to 7 times? Then they book where? On a calendar, right? This can be automated. Automatically, we can block off the days you're available, show off the days that you want to go do these estimates, or maybe you have a sales team that's going to do the estimates, and then people are able to book a time that works for them. This is so important. When people are able to look at their own calendars and look at a contractor's calendar or a sales team's calendar and choose a time that works for the lead for you to go to their home, they are not going to cancel. They're less likely to cancel. Versus you calling them and saying, how about Thursday afternoon, Wednesday morning? No, nobody's talking to them. They are able to look at a calendar and make a decision based on their life commitments and choose a time slot that works for them and book on your calendar. That's when they're going to stick to the calendar. There's not going to be tire kickers. There's not going to be canceled appointments. And today's consumers prefer to interact via text message versus phone call or email, right? We don't have the time to be talking on the phone, and our email inboxes are sadly just getting inundated with more and more and more emails. But text is right there in your hands, and the power of getting a text back as soon as you connect with the business is so powerful that that lead is going to convert. You're going to have less unconverted leads if you're using text marketing. So if you're not using text marketing as a general contractor, you're just leaving thousands of dollars on the table. So here's the solution: leverage marketing automation to follow up with web forms within the first 2 minutes of submission. You can phone, you can even do a voice drop. You can just say, hey, this is Shane Paulson. I'm the general contractor. How are you? Thank you for reaching out. Here is a link to our appointment calendar. Please book an appointment, right? So this is not you speaking. This is your voice that we can record and drop. It's called a voice drop. We can voice drop into their phone the moment somebody reaches you. We can email them. We can text message them. We can do all of them. Remember, we need 7 to 8 touch points to convert them. So we can just blast them with 3 messages. Automate the follow-up so that every prospect is touched 5 times and able to engage via two-way text messaging, right? You can have an automation built out where they say, yes, I am interested. And then the automation can ask them intelligent follow-up questions. So you want to humanize the experience through automation. It's completely possible. And people know they're talking to an automation, but they don't care that because the automation is intelligent and it's solving what they're trying to solve for, which is book an appointment so they can get their project started by having the contractor come out or the sales team come out and give them an estimate. So as long as their interest and their pain point is solved for, people don't mind talking with automations at all. And automations sound less like automations if there is good thought given to it and it's well written, that you humanize the experience of speaking to an automation. So within the first 2 minutes, you can reply back, and you have to follow up with them 5 to 7 times for them to book an appointment on your calendar. So just simple math, right? Let's look at 100 leads. Let's say you're capable of a 30% conversion. If you do not have follow-up and typically it's 30 book jobs, the 30% conversion, and the value is $30,000 from a project, then you're going to get $90,000 in the bank. Versus, let's say your conversion rate is 70% because of automation, because of 5 to 7 times following up with email and voice drops and text messages. And the automated follow-up now gives you 70 book jobs, each at $30,000. This is your conversion of $210,000 versus $90,000, right? So this is where you can make a decision about how much money you're leaving on the table. You can double your business by just adding an automation into your follow-up sequence. It makes every lead more valuable because every lead that comes in is money in the bank. They are interested in doing business with you. They've chosen you through this large worldwide web. They've somehow come and landed on your website. They like what they saw on your website, and they have made a decision to complete a web form and indicated that they are interested in doing business with you. They have taken so many steps. Now, if you don't have the immediate follow-up and the immediate email and text marketing, you're going to lose them. If you do, this is where every lead becomes more and more valuable. So what are some of the key takeaways so far, right? If you're a business owner and you're not using text marketing today, you're leaving hundreds of thousands of dollars on the table. It is not an option for you to say, I'm just going to rely on just old-fashioned somebody answer the phone. I'm going to answer the phone. I'm going to use a notebook system to just track what my appointments are. If that is the way you choose to continue to work, your revenue levels will remain at or lower than where you're at. But if you really have hopes and dreams and goals to hit $1 million in revenue, $5 million in revenue, triple your business by the end of the year, then you want to rely on automations, and you must use automations, including text marketing, to achieve your goals. So the most important thing is to engage how your customers want to engage with you. Today, everybody is open to engaging with you with text marketing. I click on a business, I'm interested in food, just, a restaurant. If I'm able to get a text message from the restaurant back and able to make a reservation, order, right? I am more inclined. So similarly, General contracting and remodeling are big ticket items, right? So your trust goes up when people immediately hear from you and they feel, oh, amazing, like this contractor has their ducks in a row. They wrote back right away. So that experience of them finding you and then immediately hearing from you and you engaging with them in the way they want to engage with you, because 85% of leads are coming in from cell phones today, right? People have all of these different things that they need to do. They want to upgrade their kitchen, they want to build an ADU, and they may be sitting at a soccer game for their kid and they're like, let me just see, this is on my to-do, let me look at it. Go, click, they complete a form. If you immediately engage with them on the portal that they are on, you're going to get the maximum conversion. So you want to, sorry, my mouse is being, so engage how your customers want to engage. And statistics have shown that 98% of all text messages are open. 95% of text messages are open and responded to within 3 minutes of being delivered, because it's on my head that I need a remodel and I got a text back. And so I'm like, okay, cool. How do I book an appointment? Ask those questions. And what's more is that US consumers are 5 times more likely to send and receive text messages than phone calls, because of the reliability of Wi-Fi, because of the convenience of how reliably American phones work, and people are more inclined to text message than phone calls. So you're going to call them back. They're not going to be home. They're going to be busy. You're going to leave a message. They like your business. They've made a decision. They want to do business with you. They call you back. You're at a job site. You don't have the time to answer the phone. They leave a message. Then you call them 72 hours later. That's it. It's going to go into this swirl of like, you call me, I call you, versus you send them a text message with a calendar link to book an appointment. The automation books and confirms the appointment. It gets on your calendar. They get a reminder. You or your sales team shows up. Boom, that is going to convert into a sale. Follow up quickly. Like I said, if you're able to text them back within 2 minutes of the lead finding you, you're going to win that lead. Leads that are not followed up within 15 minutes go cold. A follow-up within 5 minutes is 21 times more effective than calling after 30 minutes, right? So you're going to convert way more leads if you follow up right away using an automation. After 5 minutes, the odds of qualifying a lead drop by 80%. Their head goes on to other things. That's how the human brain is wired, right? So what you're trying to work with here is human psychology, how the human brain works. I am focused on finding a solution of remodeling my kitchen. I found the remodeler that I want to do business with. I messaged them. Within 2 minutes, they replied to me. And in the next 2 minutes, I booked an appointment on their calendar. Done. I know that my estimation is going to happen for me to get a quote to decide whether I'm going to work with this contractor on, September 1st. Done. That thing is off my checklist, versus, I don't know, I left a message, maybe I'll hear from them, maybe I won't hear from them. And 50% of leads go with the vendor that responds first, right? You just become more credible, more appealing, a higher caliber contractor if you respond first, right? If they are reaching out to 3 contractors because they got 3 referrals from friends and they're messaging all of them, and only you have a text automation, guaranteed you're going to win in that lead game. And like I've been repeating myself, leverage automation. Every lead gets an email and an SMS within 30 seconds of submission, and a call from someone at your company within 5 minutes, right? That would be the best case scenario. If you're not able to have that somebody call within 5 minutes, this follow-up of email and SMS is going to do its work for you. And you need to have every lead be followed up 7 times till they book an appointment or tell you, go away, I'm not interested, it doesn't work for me right now, unsubscribe me, right? Fine, we'll move on. But like every other sales process, you need 7 touch points to be able to convert this lead into a booked appointment for an estimate. You've not won the lead yet. Now your estimate needs to be competitive, your timeline, whether the one-on-one, whether the homeowner liked your team, right? There's so many other variables after that. So just getting to the point of them being able to open up their homes and let you in to generate an estimate for them is going to take you 7 touch points. And if you just keep collecting those leads and then you're wondering like, what's going on? Like I'm paying Angie's and I'm running Facebook ads, but nothing's happening. It's because you don't have that concerted follow-up plan. The number one mistake contractors make is they run Google ads to the website homepage. When people come to the website homepage, they can make a decision because you do kitchen and bathroom and custom home builds. Oh, and you won an RE award. Oh, okay, let me go and read about that. You have distracted that person by putting them from an ad which said, I am the best kitchen remodeler, onto your website. Instead, they need to go on to what is called a funnel page, where you're funneling them in, where they come and they see only kitchen remodel and an ability to book time on your calendar, or they're able to read reviews about kitchen remodeling. And so if you're running any ads and your ads are pointing to your website or your homepage on your website, you might as well take that money and throw it into the trash, because it is not going to convert for you. There are what are called pixels that you can install on landing pages, which will show you how many people are coming, how long are they hanging out, if they're not taking an action, why did they leave. So this is the power of digital marketing. This is the power of automation, and you should be using all of that so your ad dollars get you a higher return on ad spend. And the follow-up is important, right? You have to email them and text them, and they will book an appointment. If they really have a need and they like you and they've already come and shared their phone number and email with you, they are going to book an appointment. And then whether it converts into revenue in the bank or not is based on how competitive your quote is, how well the estimate process went, how quickly you followed up, how quickly you gave them the estimate back for them to make a decision. So you already have all of those variables. So getting from the lead coming into your universe and quickly making a decision to book time on your calendar needs to be fast. It cannot be a one-time attempt. There has to be 7 to 8 touch points. So here is an example of the kind of follow-up that we build for leads that come in. Do they say yes? Do they say no? Here's a text message. Here's a follow-up message, right? So it's just a sequence where you think through what the human brain is going to do and you build it out. The cool thing is you build it out one time, you got your appointment funnel set up. That's it. It's just going to work on clockwork. And if you want appointments booked, we can put them onto your calendar, and it is going to put money in the bank for you. So if you followed up with all of your leads in that way, would you convert more of them? Absolutely, right? You're absolutely going to convert way more leads than just calling them back or hoping for somebody to like choose you. So let's say you have 200 leads, your conversion rate is 40%, which is 80 book jobs, and your project value is small kitchen is $30,000. That's $240,000. And let's say the cost of setting all of this up, setting text marketing up, writing all those campaigns out is $10,000 for you to set it up. You're looking at a 24x return on investment of just having these automations set up for you, because it is going to convert all of the leads that come in, right? Your leads that have already raised their hand and said they're interested in doing business with you, it's going to convert way more and put more money in your bank, and you're going to get a 24x ROI by just being open to paying for text marketing and setting up those automations. So how do you implement this in your business, right? So you have to think about all your lead sources. Are they coming from search? Are they coming from AdWords? Where are they going? Like I said, you want to put them onto a landing page, have a pixel on it. What happens when they come here? You want to have an application form. Once they complete the application form, who is getting a copy of the form? You need to have a thank you page, because your thank you page is another opportunity where they, after they submit the form, you can still show off your brand. You can make them do other things. And so you want to have a nice thank you page. And so this is the sequence that it needs to go through. If you just run ads and put everybody on your homepage and you're like, cool, they're going to take some action, you're never going to get conversions. Versus if you have a dedicated landing page for every ad, kitchen remodeling, bathroom remodeling, custom home build, roof, siding, gutters, windows, every service that you provide, you want to have a unique landing page with a pixel on it so you can track it to see what those dollars are doing for you. And then it goes through this cycle. And then you think about the text messages and the email messages, and do they reply yes? Do they reply no? If they reply no, till they say go away or stop or unsubscribe, you keep wanting to text them, right? So these are the automations that we can build out. They're called workflows and really simple to put together. Eventually it goes to a calendar, which can be a Google Calendar, which is your personal calendar. You're going away on vacation for 2 weeks, really simple. Just go to your Google Calendar and block off those 2 weeks when you're not available to go do those estimates. You want to do estimates just on, I have contractors that want to do estimates just on Tuesday, Thursday. Monday, Wednesday, Friday, they're not interested in doing estimates. Or you just want to do estimates all day Friday, right? You can decide how you want to run your life. If you have an automated calendar where people are able to come and choose time slots that you have made available, and immediately the automation confirms for them. And even the confirmation, we don't have to automatically confirm. We can send you a text message and say, hey, contractor, what do you think? There's a lead who's interested in booking time on your calendar. This is the project. This is the city they're located in. This is the description of the project. What do you think? Are you interested? Garbage disposal? No, I'm not interested, right? You can say no. That's it. Your calendar is going to be open. They're not going to be able to book time on your calendar. So if you step back and you look at these automations that need to be built out, it looks like a maze, right? There's so many different steps and things that you go through, but we engage in a dialogue with our contractors because we want this whole process to sound like you, right? And so that's what we're able to do. We're able to create what's called a workflow and make the automation sound like you, follow up with them any number of times till they book an appointment, open up their wallets and do business with you. Or they say, I don't have a need right now. They didn't say unsubscribe. They just said, I'm sorry, my life's busy. I don't have a need right now. Great. We put them into what we call a customer database reactivation, where we just send them offers. Hey, we know you had a kitchen remodel, you were busy. We have a $2,000 off appliances. Are you interested? And we know they have a remodel pending, and maybe not today, maybe not in 90 days, in 6 months, they're going to raise their hand and do business with you. So that is the power of automation, where you don't have to keep tracking, how many open leads you have. The automation can keep doing its work for you. And you can run automations not just to book calendars, from any ad source that you're running ads from, because only when you have the 2-minute follow through, you're going to be able to get your conversions for the high return on ad spend. So no matter what platform you're running ads from, what size of a contractor you are, if you're just relying on Google ads and local services ads, we can build out automations. If you're looking at Home Advisor, Thumbtack, if that's the smaller kind of a contractor you are, it's still possible to automate. So it doesn't matter what the source of your lead is. You should always be thinking about, how can I be the first one to respond back? As in, not physically, but put automation and text marketing to work for you. Again, leads that are not followed up within 15 minutes are cold leads. A follow-up within 5 minutes gives you a 21x ROI, then calling after 30 minutes. And 50% of leads go with the vendor that responds first. And statistics have shown that 98% of all text messages are open, and 95% are not only open, but responded to within 3 minutes of being delivered, right? If they just came to your website and completed a form and you immediately text them back, they're going to write back to you, or they're going to take an action on what the text message is telling them to take. That is the power of text marketing. And because everybody has these devices in their hands and wants that instant gratification, wants the ability to be able to manage their own time, does not have the time to be waiting for the contractor to call them and leave a voicemail. And so if you follow this, you're not going to have any unconverted leads. You're going to have leads that are either open, converted, pending, or unsubscribed, right? You're not going to have this bucket of what you today call unconverted leads. Will this make you more money, help you convert more of your leads and grow your business? Absolutely, right? That is the power of automation. And you're going to work less and make more money if you put automation to work for you. And so I want to share with you that I have a closed Facebook group, which is called the Digital Dominance Club for Remodelers. And there are, if you want to hang out with your peers, if you want me to look at your website and look at your traffic and give you some feedback, I'm happy to. So all that you have to do is just go to facebook.com/groups/remodeler digital, and you can join the group and you can hang out with your peers. You can ask questions. You don't need to ask questions. You can just be a silent observer, because there's a ton of value that we provide inside the group. I'm also on all social media portals, so you can follow me on Instagram or Facebook. And again, there's a ton of information that I'm sharing in there, as well as If you're ready to take your remodeling business to the next level, then you can simply go to growthplancall.com and you can schedule an appointment.